principal's office over there. I didn't get in a lot of trouble. I was.
Are you just saying that because the camera's rolling? Or
pretty much.
Do I need to check in with Bakersfield, California. Population 400,000. Home of the late country music legends Merle Haggard and Buck Owens. And now the new House Speaker, Kevin McCarthy.
I think the values that I have Bakersfield has shaped me. I mean, when you think about Bakersfield, we work hard here. We care for our land. It's more generational. And the struggles that I went through to become speaker, right? Maybe you're the underdog. You've got to stay in the fight.
We joined McCarthy for his first trip back to his alma mater, Bakersfield High School, since he was elected speaker in January.
How you been? Good to see you. I've been living through vicariously through your Facebook.
It's where he met his wife, Judy.
This is the only time Kevin's ever been bashful about speaking to someone.
And where he first ran for office, sophomore class president. You've been in politics basically since you were in high school, so you're telling me.
Yeah.
The school's mascot is the Drillers, a nod to the many oil wells in blue-collar Bakersfield, an inland city overshadowed by the flashy metro areas on the coast, a Republican stronghold in a deep blue state. McCarthy grew up in a middle-class neighborhood, the son of a firefighter dad and a stay-at-home mom. He played football at Bakersfield High alongside Marshall Dillard, now a grade school principal here.
He may not have been the fastest one on the team, the strongest one on the team, but you know, when he was going to hit that field, he's going to give it everything he got.
The two have been friends for more than 40 years. Dillard calls McCarthy a natural leader, remembering a conversation in the days before playing a rival school across town whose players were said to make racist remarks.
Kevin came up to me after practice, he and a couple other players, and you know, he said, you know, Marshall, we know what they're all about at that school site. But they're not going to touch you. They're going to have to come through us before they even get to you, and they're not going to come through us.
After graduation, McCarthy followed in his father's footsteps, working as a seasonal firefighter. But a lucky break set him on a new path.
I won the lottery. Second day I started in California, $5,000. I was flipping cars to pay my way through college. I was going to junior college. I wanted to buy kind of a franchise like a Subway, but no one would loan me money because I was only 20 years old. So I took a risk, and I opened a business, a deli.
McCarthy sold the sandwich shop to pay for classes at Cal State Bakersfield. He joined the campus chapter of the Young Republicans and found a new passion.
I know whenever I came back home from college and we would get together, and he was always talking politics and what he was doing and how exciting it was.
But his first attempt at climbing the political ladder did not go well.
I turned him down for a Washington internship because we only had room for 4 and all the students want to work in the summer.
Kathy Abernathy, now the Kern County Republican chair, was working for then Congressman Bill Thomas when McCarthy applied for a position in D.C. She recommended he work in their Bakersfield office instead.
He was here about a month as an intern before I hired an intern to be his intern because he was just always on the go and working the phones and all that.
As McCarthy expanded into campaign work, Abernathy saw that he also excelled at bringing people together.
I think he learned a lot watching how other people handle themselves in campaigns and the work it takes.
McCarthy put those lessons to use when he won a state assembly seat in 2002. Even though he was a freshman, fellow Republicans elected him minority leader. And then in 2006, Congressman Thomas decided to retire.
I'm now elected to the congressional seat I couldn't get an internship for. Only in America could that happen. And I don't know if maybe only in Bakersfield today could that happen.
As in Sacramento, McCarthy quickly rose through the ranks, becoming House Republican Whip in 2010, and joining with Paul Ryan and Eric Cantor in writing Young Guns, a new generation of conservative leaders, a manifesto that cemented their status as Republicans to watch. 5 years later, McCarthy got the chance to grab the brass ring.
Speaker Boehner comes to me like 2 minutes before he's going to announce to the conference the Pope has come and then he's going to leave. We were sitting in the majority, and it became a shock to everybody. And I was walking in, and I did a bad press interview, and it became a bigger problem. Everybody thought Hillary Clinton was unbeatable, right?
That bad interview, McCarthy's boast that a Republican investigation into the deaths of U.S. diplomats in Benghazi had hurt Hillary Clinton politically. His comments ignited a firestorm. Paul Ryan became Speaker instead. A humbling setback, but the son of Bakersfield kept at it.
You know, my father always told me, It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Positioning himself for the top job 8 years later.
You mentioned your dad, and I've been covering you in D.C., and you've been bringing him up a lot. You just turned 58. He passed away from cancer at 58. What do you think he would say to see his son as Speaker of the House of Representatives?
He would be very proud. You know, if you go downtown, at the fire station, they have a memorial to him. That kind of was his life. My father loved politics and history. He loved to debate and he loved to argue. And he and his friends would always get together to solve all the world problems, and he would probably try to give me advice every week.
McCarthy prevailed by building ties to Republicans, raising campaign money for them, and in the end, making controversial concessions to give hard-right Republicans more power.
I think the values of Bakersfield, that you don't give up, let them underestimate you, just work harder, and at the end of the day, you'll be better.
The Bakersfield way taking Kevin McCarthy to the pinnacle of power. In Bakersfield, Cassie Simeon, Spectrum News.